Hi, Caledonian Biker. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a review on the Innovv Nav. Now this here is a riding display for BMWs only. This connects to the whiz wheel and it's exclusive BMW only, and it's a plug and play straight onto the bike. First of all, I'm going to do an unwrapping for you, but before I do that, please stick around and watch my intro video, and I'll see you after the intro video. So the packaging on this Innovv Nav, absolutely great. Look at that, quality. Now, Innovv has been around for 13 years. These guys have been producing cameras for the bikes for a long time now. Chinese company, but their product is quality. And as soon as I start opening this pack up itself, introduction bit here, the way it's packaged inside it, the unit itself, I'll come back onto that in a minute. You get the screwdriver also with it here, and that's giving you access to the side of it where you can have your USB charge C in there, and you've also got room there to put a memory card in, and the screwdrivers for that there. What you've also got, which none of the rest of them seem to give you, you've got a screen protector that they give you as well with it. As regards to the instructions are precise, are quality the way they've been put forward and written, and the way that the photographs are here explaining how to put it into the BMW cradle and how to set the thing up and how it's going to work off your wonder wheel so that you don't need to be using your fingers on the Sat Nav itself. So everything's here for you in this box, and the unit itself, now that's aviation aluminium that this is built from. It's a heavy unit, it just fits properly, and when you see the back of it there, it's the exact same as what we've got here on the Sat 5. Now this is my BMW one that I tend to use on the BM. Again, it's got a good bit of weight, it's aluminium, and as you see here, the two of them are virtually mirrored. The way it's indentation into it, so it's a nice, tight, clean fit onto the BMW cradle when you've got to put it on the bike. So I'm going to get it set up now on the bike, and I'm going to talk you through it, how to Bluetooth to your phone, and then start using the apps that's on it and using the different functions that's on it and showing you how to go between these functions on it. So stick around for that. Right, so that's me now put the unit into the BMW cradle the exact same way as I took my Sat 5 off for the BMW one, and it fits in the exact same way, clips in with the key, take the key back out, it's locked. So as you see, it's a straight mirror of what we've got on my R1300 GS's TFT. So I'm going to talk you through a few of the apps and a few ways to move about and explore what's in this device. So the next step is, obviously you see we've got the mirrored screens there. I've got an Android phone, so I'm going into my settings, I'm going into my Wi-Fi, and I'm finding the Innovv 3 in the Wi-Fi. And that's straightforward, that sets up, same as you would set up anything if it was your Ring camera or anything at the house. You just link it up and it finds it automatically. So that's what I've done. So I'm now in the system, and the Wi-Fi name Innovv into play E9 there, as you see, and they give me a Wi-Fi password for connecting it all. So we've got it set up here, mirror on the screen, and what we're going to do is show you now how to put the Android or a car Apple on. So I'll just move it back, and all that is just one push of the wheel, and that's pushing that in right, and it's giving us the CarPlay, the Android Auto, and the settings. So I'll take you into Android Auto just now, and that's the one that I've set up on. And that shows you that it's there, and you see there with the maps that it's connected up. So if I take you back one, and that's just a matter of hitting the top button of the menu, and that takes me back to that setting, and then I hit the wonder wheel once again, And now I move across the wonder wheel twice, and that will take me across to settings, and I'm going into settings now. So the first setting you see there is the language. Obviously we're going for English with that, but the settings for that, that's on. We come back out of that, and then the next setting we've got is the day and time. So we move into that. We've got the days and time there. Today's date the 26th, year 2026, and it's May. And then we come back out with the times there as well. We can move back into other things here with time zones. We've got the various things that we can get through in that, and then we come back to the setting again by just turning the wheel and moving the wheel about. So the next bit I want to get into is actually to show you what I've got with my apps. So I'm going to show you the apps next. Again, we've got the mirror screen there. What I'm going to do now is go into what I use on this Innovv 2, and that's the maps and my music. So I'm back into my car auto, and then I'm hitting the wonder wheel again, and that's giving me up my maps. Now when I turn the wonder wheel, it's moving right down, and I can get minus, positive down there, move it in and out, and that increases or decreases where I'm going with the map itself. Now I intend to show you how to get into what I use, the maps. So we're coming back out of that, and we move towards Android Auto, and that's me getting my maps up. So what you can do is scroll through that if you're wanting to go for a search, if it's one of the places you've been recently, and then you can do it all remotely with using the wheel. You actually don't need to touch the screen. But I'll also show you with the music setup, which I tend to ride with, where I've got the music on one side and I've got the maps on the other side. So there you see the music. I can get into whatever I'm looking for with that, and I'm not having to touch the screen. I can do it all through the remote and choose what music I'm wanting. I've got my location set, and then I flick it back. I've got my maps, and I've also got my music, and I can skip through whatever track I'm wanting to listen to at that time as well. So when I'm on this screen, this is my favourite screen because it's giving me my data as regards to if I'm using the maps or I'm just following the maps, and then it gives me my songs on the left hand side, and I can easily skip through the songs or go back or play again or pause it as well. So I'm quite happy having it on that setting, but I'm now going to go in and I'm going to show you what different apps that you can scroll through while you're actually riding the bike. So as you see there, that was me just turning the wheel again, and I'm back into all my different apps. So you've got your Spotify, you've got your maps, etc, etc. So if we just hit that, going back in again, and we show up the maps again with it, and you've also got the phone book there for yourself as well for going into call someone. I'll take you into that and show you the phone book. So all we're doing with the phone book is straightforward there just now, and then you just scroll down until you find who you're wanting to contact in the list itself. That's it there. Okay, so very simple to do. Again, we're just using the wheel all the time. We use the wheel to come back out again, and we're back into where we were originally, and that's my favourite setting there, is just the maps and my music. Straightforward. So that's the screen, as I say, that I prefer to use with the mirrored screen, and this is a great thing. This is the best setup I've seen with it. The mirrored screen to my BMW gives me the same sort of information as you see there, which is on the BMW one. We've got the bar there for the tyre pressures, we've got the temperature of the bike, we've got the mileage, we've got the battery, neutral, etc. And it's just a mirror of that. So that, in my opinion, is very good. That's one of the pros for it. The other pro that I've got for it is the integration with the wonder wheel. It's by far the best I've seen working with the wonder wheel. So I'm pleased with that. But obviously there's always cons as well. And there's been quite a few adverse reports on this unit as regards to the lighting and its bright sunshine. So it comes with 800 nits on this. So you've got your settings for your light there. You can bring it up, put it down. So I'm running it with maximum since they're saying there is a slight deviation. You can see what I've done there with the auto as well. The auto will work too, and that just sets it as what a factory setting is for you. But I'll put it back on so you'll see it that I've got it set, at the full setting, and I'm taking the auto off, and you just slide that along, and that's giving you full setting. So that's giving you the 800 nits. Generally, 1000 nits is considered to be more than ample, but people are looking for more than that, especially in countries with a lot of sunshine. But being in Scotland, it's not something that's actually going to affect me too mad. So I'm quite happy with the Innovv 2 and the way it's all set up. At the end of the day, it's your decision what you want to do with your money. And in the subject of money, the price of this comes in at £258. Now, you can use my discount code, which is on the channel there. It's Caledonian 12, and that will give you 12% off the N2 Innovv Sat Nav that I've got on this bike just now. Now, when you make a comparison to what the BMW Connected Drive Navigator is, that's over £600. So, especially just now, I think there'll be more discounts out there again coming up in the near future with the N2, because they're talking about moving on to an N3 with more nits on it, probably 1200. But again, you could end up getting yourself a bargain with the Innovv N2. So thanks very much for tuning into the channel, and if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you've not already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to take you for a ride now out into the countryside just to see it in operation, and please leave your comments in the reviews field below. We're going to head out onto the road, and then we'll wind up the video after with a wee run on the road with it. So that's me out onto the road. I've got the unit set up, and I've got directions put into the unit for my local BMW dealership, Douglas Park Motorrad in Glasgow. And this is just to give you a flare for what it's going to look like once you've got the unit mounted and you're looking for the directions. So I'm getting the directions through the helmet, and I'm getting them clear and visual in front of me as well. It's also giving me an instruction, same as you would if it was in the car. It's telling me when I make my next turn in, and what I'm due to expect as regards to the distance till the next turning. So it's counting down just now, and it's telling me I'm going to make a turning within 0.1 of a mile. I'm finding the screen clear and precise with the 800 nits. I don't think I could be asking for any more than that than what I've got with the 800 nits. So I hope this video has been useful to you, and you've managed to pick up a few tips, and the reviews helped you to make your decision if you're wanting to go down the road of the Innovv Nav 2, which I'm certainly happy to use on my machine and in my journeys. And I do larger than life journeys. The last big one was actually Scotland to China, over 110 days, 17,000 miles. So I'm fairly conversant with having to use sat navs in my daily ride to where I'm wanting to go. Thanks again for watching. Catch you next time.